Okay, so Nissan just did something they literally haven't done in years. They've unveiled a brand new midsize SUV built entirely from the ground up in India, and they're calling it the Tekton. Now, if you follow the automotive space at all, you know this is a massive deal. We're not talking about a quick facelift to buy some time, and it's definitely not some lazy rebadge job with a shiny new sticker slapped on the back. No way! This is Nissan's biggest, most aggressive bet in the Indian market since the Kicks. We are looking at a completely new contender designed to turn heads and take names. So throughout this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what makes this machine tick, from its super aggressive design cues to the raw numbers under the hood.
But let's dive right into the elephant in the room. Can one single SUV actually save a brand? To really grasp the gravity of the Tekton, we got to look at where Nissan India is right now. For the last few years, they've been leaning almost entirely on just one car, the Magnite, to stay relevant in what is arguably one of the most fiercely competitive car markets on the planet. I mean, they killed off the Kicks back in 2023, which left this massive gaping hole in their lineup. So this launch, it is absolutely a crucial fight for survival. It marks their long-awaited return to the highly lucrative mid-size SUV segment. The Tekton isn't just a new model for them, it's a literal lifeline.
Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the stakes. Number 2, the armor. Number 3, the muscle. Number 4, the brains. And finally, number 5, the battlefield.
Starting with Section 1, the stakes, a brand's survival.
The Tekton is stepping into the arena as a serious underdog, but it's got a massive global mission backing it up, which Nissan calls One Car, One World. Basically, this is the second product rolling out under this philosophy. It's built in partnership with Renault down at their shared Chennai plant. And what that means is, yes, the Tekton is made in India, specifically tailored for the Indian market, but its reach is going to go way beyond those borders. India is essentially acting as a massive manufacturing and export hub here. Nissan is planning to ship the Tekton out to nearly 50 global markets across the Middle East and Africa. So when we talk about stakes, this isn't just a big deal for local showrooms, it's a huge play for India's strategic role in Nissan's whole global manufacturing empire.
Moving on to Section 2, the armor. Enter the Baby Patrol. Now, while the Tekton shares its underlying global architecture, the Nissan Renault CMF-B platform, with the new Renault Duster, Nissan has gone entirely out of its way to make sure this thing does not look like a simple rebadge. Actually, they're actively nicknaming it the Baby Patrol, and honestly, you can totally see why. The design draws heavy inspiration from Nissan's legendary flagship off-roader, the Patrol. Just picture those sleek, rectangular all-LED headlamps paired perfectly with those super distinctive 7-shaped LED daytime running lights. And right in the middle, splitting the front grille into 2 distinct sections, is this really bold red accent with the Nissan logo sitting front and center. It is a clear, undeniable nod to the commanding face of the Patrol. The whole aesthetic just feels incredibly rugged but still distinctly premium. Which brings us to Section 3, the muscle. Turbocharged power.
Because let's be real, an aggressive design desperately needs the performance to back it up, right? So let's look at the actual weapons this vehicle is bringing to the SUV war. Under the hood, the Tekton gives you 2 turbo-petrol engine options, both of which are shared with the Renault Duster. The entry point is a 1.0-liter 3-cylinder turbo pushing out a very respectable 100 PS, which is roughly 98 horsepower, and 160 newton-meters of torque, and that's paired exclusively with a manual transmission. But the real star of the show, the one you're going to want for the higher trims, is a 1.3-liter turbo-petrol engine churning out a massive 163 PS. To put that into perspective, that makes it one of the absolute most powerful engines in this entire segment. It gives the Tekton some very serious, undeniable muscle out there on the road.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the strategy of how these two platform siblings are being positioned differently. While the Renault Duster is slated to get a strong hybrid powertrain right around the Diwali 2026 season, current reports are showing that Nissan is taking a totally different route. They're expected to keep the Tekton completely petrol-focused for the time being. And honestly, it's a brilliant move. It lets Renault hold on to that hybrid tech as its own unique differentiator, while the Tekton stakes its claim purely on that punchy, adrenaline-fueled turbocharged petrol performance. Let's move to Section 4, the brains. Next-gen features. Having raw power and a killer design is awesome, but modern buyers want smart tech. And this is exactly where the Tekton steps up as a massive premium upgrade over the Magnite, rather than just being a bigger box with the same old badge. The higher variants are expected to arrive absolutely loaded. We're talking a full Level 2 ADAS suite that's advanced driver assistance systems for those who might not know. That means you're getting lane-keeping assist to keep you perfectly centered, adaptive cruise control for those long highway stretches, and forward collision warning. In this segment, these aren't just cool party tricks anymore. They are quickly becoming absolute must-haves. Toss in premium comfort requirements like a panoramic sunroof, a highly modern connected tech interior, and top-tier cabin materials, and you've got a seriously elevated driving experience.
Finally, Section 5, the battlefield, a crowded arena.
The midsize SUV segment is, without a doubt, the toughest battlefield in the Indian car market, and it shows absolutely zero mercy to newcomers. Zero. So the ultimate deciding factor here is price. While Nissan hasn't dropped the official numbers quite yet, industry estimates are placing the starting price of the Tekton right around the 11 lakh rupee mark. From there, if you want the fully loaded top variant with all the bells and whistles, it's expected to scale up to roughly 19 lakh rupees. This pricing strategy puts the Tekton squarely in line with the Renault Duster's expected bracket, making it highly competitive on paper.
But just think about what an 11 to 19 lakh rupee price tag puts you up against. The Tekton isn't just fighting one or two rivals. It is going head-to-head with the absolute titans of the industry. We're talking the Hyundai Creta, the Kia Seltos, Maruti Suzuki's Grand Vitara Invictus, the Tata Sierra, the Skoda Krushak, Toyota Hyryder, Honda Elevate, Volkswagen Tiguan, and the MG Astor. It is chaotic, it is unbelievably crowded, and every single one of these brands is fighting tooth and nail for the exact same buyer. It's basically a bloodbath, and it perfectly captures exactly how steep of a hill Nissan actually has to climb here.
Which brings us to the million-dollar question. The Nissan Tekton clearly has that rugged baby patrol design. It's packing some serious turbocharged power, and it's got the massive global manufacturing muscle of the Chennai plant backing it all up. But the real test, as always, happens on the showroom floor. So put yourself in the buyer's shoes for a second. With a segment this packed with established giants, does this stylish, powerful underdog have what it takes to win a spot in your garage? Would you confidently cross-shop the Tekton against heavyweights like the Creta or the Seltos? It's a fascinating question, and I gotta say, watching how this all plays out over the next few years is going to be incredibly exciting for the entire industry.